Hey, if you're watching us, you're welcome to another episode of The Last Link. And we are here with
Jason, aka Jason_M Power.
Okay, Jason, do you mind telling us what you do?
So I do a variety of things.
Okay.
Recently back in Ghana. So I've got a few businesses under my jurisdiction.
Oh.
Previously oil and gas, energy, and now I'm doing real estate, sport,
Okay.
and app development as well, in regards to specific sectors. So that's me nowadays.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is going to be exciting.
I know, right?
I'm here with my co-host as well.
Hello, guys.
Hey.
I'm Catherine, and today I'm your co-host with Precious on The Last Lake. Let's get into it.
And least we forget, we're here with Samantha.
Lapel.
Oh my God, I like to call her Samantha though.
At She's Lapel across all social media.
Okay. Okay, guys. Shall we dive into the topic for today?
For today.
Jason, are you ready for us?
Born ready.
Okay. All right, so the topic for today is, how crucial is admitting to a body count in a relationship? Has it ever made or broken yours?
So I've got to be honest, this question, I feel like when it's directed to men and women, depending on the answer, affects how things go from there.
Okay.
I feel
Okay.
like with men, when they admit, say a high body count, for example, it leads to problems in a relationship, because then, it kind of throws the dynamics off balance. If a man admits to a low body count, then it's also problems. So it's a case of you're damned if you do,
Okay.
damned if you don't. If it's a high body count, problems.
Okay. So if it's
a
high or
body-
low,
Hey,
problems.
Problems. High it's like,
Okay.
player. Low, you're not enough of a player.
I
Okay.
get what you're saying.
So you mean it has to be in the middle, or what?
The thing is, the middle will be defined as high or low, depending on who.
What is the middle for you?
A gentleman never says.
I like that.
Oh my God.
But
Lapel,
Yeah.
what do you have for us? What do you have to say?
It's never applied to me before.
Okay.
No guy has wanted to know my body count.
Oh, that's new.
And I don't feel like it should be an issue,
Okay.
providing that I'm healthy
Yeah.
and I'm not posing a risk
Yeah.
to my partner.
Okay.
So I think that guys shouldn't even why would you want to know how many people I've slept with? Is that going to do something good for the relationship? And not to say that I'm afraid to say, because, like, I'm not wild like that. Like,
Okay.
it's
So
not
you're
like...
not afraid to say. So say.
say it.
No, but why would I just put it out there? It's no one's business.
But you just put it out there that you're not afraid to say.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but
are
I'm
you
not,
the
okay.
Are you the guy? Are you the one who wants to know?
No, I'm not. I'm just going.
Okay.
I'm just going
Let
by
us
what the
reserve it
audience
for the guy that wants to know then.
Okay,
Okay.
For me, I wouldn't mind telling my partner,
Okay.
but I'm not going to go and put it out on the internet. No one's
Thank
business.
Thank you, Kathy.
So I was gonna ask you. So don't say Kathy. I'm putting it back on you.
Okay.
Precious. What do you think about what you just asked?
Honestly, I also don't think it should be an issue. I mean, if there's someone you're talking to, you think you want to go far with the person, it shouldn't really be an issue if that's what you want to know. If that is what is going to cure your curiosity, I don't mind telling you. Whatever happens after.
Okay,
Yeah, because in a relationship you have to be
open. Okay,
you have to be truthful to your partner, right? So
also for me too, I don't feel like that should be a big deal, because it also opens a different level of honesty
And
in
trust.
a relationship that you're starting on with.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes people feel like it's not a big deal or it's a big deal. So I think it depends on your partner and what they value.
Yeah.
Because for some men, for some women, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
Like knowing your body count,
Yeah.
the number of your body counts could
Yeah.
define
Yeah.
or either amplify your relationship or make it better, or then it could be like, maybe this is not, like, you're not the type I'm looking for.
Yeah.
So some people don't mind. Some guys wouldn't ask. Some guys would ask. So
Yeah.
for me, I don't think that should be a big deal.
I have a question on that though, based on that. So
Yeah, tell me.
Women here, lovely ladies here. So
Mm-hmm.
if a guy was to admit his body count to you,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a number that you perhaps deemed unacceptable,
Yeah.
how would you then carry on the relationship from there?
I think I would. I like the fact that you said unacceptable.
Well, deemed unacceptable.
Unacceptable.
And it would be quite interesting to understand what figure you had in mind when it comes to.
Well, so yeah, I have my figure in my mind, but you said unacceptable. I just had a figure in my
I
mind.
know, just like that figure.
Is it 3 or is it 30?
You can
free
call
on-
it unacceptable.
It depends how old the guy is. Like, if he's like 30, 35, I'm sure that he would have had a few sexual partners. Even men in their teenage years
Yeah.
like to
Wow.
experiment.
Monkeys.
So I think the older you are, the more I expect you to have.
Okay.
So depending on the age.
So
of
would
the
that be
guy.
a topic of
expect-
interest for you in terms
No,
of what?
all I want
for
to know
me-
is, what are your habits now? Are you clean?
Yeah.
I don't care.
I
Like,
think that's the most important
lot of
thing.
people
Knowing if your person is
is
clean.
clean.
I don't
Clean or
think
not.
you should.
yeah.
I mean, okay, sometimes you know
It also
you can
define
meet someone.
the body count will also define if you're
The person
probably
is-
clean or you're hiding something.
No,
Also, don't you guys think
I don't
that
think
way?
that's the case, because I think someone could have slept with so many people, be clean,
And still
and
protect
change his
themselves.
ways. He's not a whole man or whole anymore.
Okay.
Like,
No,
and just because your body count is high doesn't mean that you're whole.
Hey,
Really?
really?
This is
No,
completely flawed.
Oh my God. No, girl, I
No,
don't
so-
Okay,
agree.
let's listen to Jason, please.
This is flawed. So, like, if I'm buying a car,
Yeah.
for example,
Oh my God, he had to
the
go
car
there.
has got 10
A car.
previous owners,
Okay.
but the car's been kept in pristine condition, but it's 10 previous owners, you know, service, MOT, everything in check. I'll take that over a brand new car that's got no history.
I like that.
That's venturing into the unknown. You know, so sometimes it's not about the number, but it's about, you know, the quality. Essentially.
quality.
Oh,
If you
the
know the history, and
quality.
the history's
The
it's not a
quality.
problem. Sometimes, you know, someone will have like just one body count.
Okay,
But
okay.
that was all
okay, I get
that
what
it
you
took
mean now.
for that person to get, as you're saying, not clean. You know, so you shouldn't use that as
Okay.
you shouldn't use that as a, like a foundation for you know, building a reputation or the caliber of an individual.
I like
Because
what you
a
just
car
said.
that's been owned by
Okay, this
15
is a new-
people could be much better
Okay.
than something that's brand new, fresh out the oven. You know, A1 bread, roadside.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I like that perspective.
When you put it like that, it sounds good. When you
Yes,
put it like that, it sounds
honestly.
good. But we all know that that's not how.
No.
Okay, since we have a male here,
Okay.
we actually would want male perspective. So
Sure.
you put it that way, but. I've seen so many controversies, like a lot of topics about this whole body count.
Thank you.
We're
The Ghanaian
discussing
setting,
the Ghanaian
please.
setting where some men will say it's such a big deal,
But
you can't.
But they praise a man that has like the highest body count. They
high
feel like
level of
for a
body
man,
count.
if you have a high body count, it is normal.
Coming from a completely neutral perspective, going in, you know, unbiased.
Okay.
I feel like
Unbiased, okay,
if
sure.
a man has got a high body count, it's deemed as cool.
Yeah.
But if a woman has got a high body count, it's like
It's the
no way to
the
say.
good.
Like,
Good to not say.
So, you know, I'll be honest on that front. It's like if I was to date women with a high body
Okay.
count, you know, like a body count equivalent to a Pablo Escobar, I'd be out.
So you're telling me, Jason, that if you're to talk to someone and a person has like a woman has like 100 body counts,
Hey, it's
you'd be
game
cool
over.
with that.
It's game over.
It's game over.
Da-da-da-da.
I like that, Jason. Now you're
It's game
talking.
over.
It's game over. There'll be no tomorrow. There's no return of the dragon. It's like,
Oh wow.
like she must
So
have
what if
feelings
she's clean? Like how Samantha said, she's clean. She doesn't have any, you know.
So she's going to present, like, for each of the 100 body count, a clean, you know, track record. And no, it's not. It's unlikely.
What do you mean?
Like,
Well, I
when
don't
I
hear
say
you.
clean, I mean
You
she
do
has no
checks and-
STDs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
She's clean. And what I'm saying, I'm not saying that you should go and sleep with 100 people. But what I'm saying is that what if somebody has slept with a woman has slept with 100
What if
people?
someone dated all the
She's
100
not
people?
like she's
what makes
not.
you sleep with 100 people?
That's an interesting twist. I suppose. Yeah, if I was
She's
then
super.
interacted with this woman and she presented a health report at the time. Okay, so that's recent. That's like today.
Yeah.
Okay, then you might change the opinion. My mindset.
Not that I've slept with 100 people, I don't care. But I'm just advocating for the women that have. And I think sometimes guys want to know information that they don't need to know. Like, if I tell you 0, how would you know? You would not even know. Even if you're my first, how would you even know? Like,
So you should appreciate the honesty when someone comes to you and tells you that.
and don't
But then,
look for things that you don't want to see.
But then also appreciating honesty also means that I'm at liberty to do what I want with that information. That's the thing. I think sometimes people don't understand that when someone is honest with you, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to choose accept the positive route and say, like, because you're honest, I could appreciate your honesty, but then again, I have every right or liberty to say, you know what, thank you so much for being honest, but this is not what I want, or this is not what I'm looking for.
Point of, as a man, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. It's like what's good for the goose is good for the gander. I feel like the woman would just change the goalpost. Simple as that, and we're just doomed to failure. Then yet again, So
I think when it comes to the Ghanaians, I think women endure a lot. Women, when they hear that men, excuse me, when women hear that men have, they feel like, oh, it rather like, I don't know, but
wisdom.
I think. Or you don't think so?
Are we saying that?
I think it's very relative. It typically depends on
the culture,
and also the individual too, and what they want to.
Because you and I are on Twitter.
Because like, maybe if you're outside of Ghana, a woman may look at that as a slap in the face.
Okay.
Like, why are you asking me about how many men I've slept with? Why does this matter? Do I ask you? Because it's more acceptable for a man, as Jason said, to sleep with many women because it would look like they know how to have sex well. They can get women. A woman wants a man.
A man that they feel like.
A woman wants a man who you know that, okay, other women want him, but he's with me. So that, like, we want that. But a man may be insecure in the fact that a woman has slept with a lot of men because she's good and men want her. But I think the vagina doesn't stretch. Like, I'm sorry, I have to say this. People think that when you have sex with a lot of men, your vagina, like, I don't know, because for me, I cannot relate. But what I'm saying,
you know what? It's going there.
Wait. And for me, I had a C-section. I've not had a birth through the thing, so I don't know how that changes you as a woman. So I cannot tell. But all I know is that having sex with people doesn't change the size of your vagina.
Oh my God.
So, like, men shouldn't be so, like, on if a woman has sex with so many people. Is she healthy? Who is the woman she is today? The woman who you are yesterday or the man who you were yesterday doesn't matter. You know, it's who are you today? That's very important.
I don't know how men in the UK behave when it comes to these things, but I'm going to speak for
the Ghanaian brothers. The Ghanaian brothers. Okay, let's talk about them.
It's about size and listen for our men here.
No, I think it has a lot to do with respect.
They feel like they're working. They don't want to hear that. Oh, Charlie, I chop your woman. Exactly. I don't think that's what's So when it comes to those settings,
I like that. I like that. He has to say something. You want to say something?
So I think men, we're universal. So whether it's a man in Ghana or a man in the UK, we have certain intrinsic properties in our DNA, and we don't want to hear nonsense.
Exactly.
The lady in Ghana has, smash son, don't want to hear it. Same in the UK, smash son, don't want to hear it.
Then you don't tell them the truth.
Tell them the truth.
Men want to hear things. Men ask for things they cannot handle.
that is true.
So it's funny that you said that. I think that is true. In any relationship, I think that is true. For body count figure. But I have been personally asked.
Men don't really ask that.
But we don't.
I don't actually. I don't remember asking.
The women ask.
I don't care.
They're in a nice little, The women ask because they're in a nice, what's your body count? What's your body count? And then when they hear it, it's like, oh, you shock them. Like they're shocked. And it's like, why did you even ask in the first place? And sometimes the man will have like a body count of 3, actually. But he'll just say 40
Just to make
Do you think that's the same thing with the ladies too?
Just for bounce. And before you know, wahala.
Just to look cool. Like that's it's actually like
to look cool.
this topic is actually very funny.
Yeah, it's
When
very
it comes
funny.
to the woman, it can
He's
go
trying to
very
be-
bad.
he's trying to be
When it
Johnny
comes to
Bravo,
the man
but
is
he's Johnny
trying to
London.
like
But,
up it.
but then again, now, sometimes I've heard, in as much as we're talking about body count and what you just said, Precious, where obviously a guy doesn't want to step out with you and then somebody else says whatever. But then I always say this, you also need to understand that not a lot of people, unless you're married, like a virgin or someone, if somebody just got out of a relationship, that means they're typically not, you're not their first, or you're not probably not their second. It could be like a 3 relationship or whatever. So that being said, that's also a factor. Now the other part of Jason saying that every part of the world where that's how men think, right? They obviously don't also want nonsense. Like, in as much as you can't say...
Women also, I don't think...
Women also don't
want
that.
to hear
And-
that, yeah.
But I think sometimes they say that, and then the next one is also wanting someone that's like experienced too. So I think sometimes it's like, let me just, you can't
have it
typically
all.
you can't have it all. You can't please or do all those things.
You
because
can't have a married doesn't human.
you want a
That
free
never makes sense.
this, that, and then you also want someone that's, so it's like, how are you expecting that?
How did
But
she
then
become a
again,
freak?
That's not what I'm saying.
What
I'm saying
in
is
her
that,
room?
but
by
you know you
herself?
can just date one person and it
Yeah,
will
and
be
you can
freaky
learn from
after.
each
Like,
other.
You can learn from each other. So
just with one person.
people just don't need to have a close mind on it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Probably that would work, and not be too judgmental on certain things.
Yeah.
But then people also need to know that sometimes your actions also would follow you.
Exactly.
So don't also just do anything.
Anything, yeah.
So I think that's that we can look at it in that way. But you guys can add something if you want to.
I think you've said an important thing, and it's how much do I like this person? Yeah. Like, for someone that you don't like that much, 10, 15, I won't handle. If you like this...
I mean, the thing is, we need to get back to the base of this. Why was the question asked in the first place?
Yeah.
And normally, like
Why
I said,
was
in
it
my
asked?
humble opinion, like I've never asked, but I've been asked. Like, if you're gonna ask, then you should be prepared for an answer that you might not like.
Yeah.
But when you hear
Yes.
answers that you don't like, don't
You
come and
take it.
and now public enemy number 1. You know.
I don't think it should change things between you and that person.
If the person is a great person,
Look, that's in the past.
yeah.
Go for
That's
your
in the
deliverance.
past. Yeah,
Go
that's
to
in the
break your
past.
soul ties. Do whatever you want to do. But let me tell you this. If you are a mature adult, you're both healthy. You're both are on
I think at the
creating
end of the day, that's what's
things.
important.
Yes, about
Like,
maturity.
where are we
Thank you very
going? Why are we
much.
talking about
Where
where
are
I've
we going
been?
to?
Thank you.
Like,
Because-
that is the most important thing.
Because you can meet a lady that's amazing or whatever it is, and probably had whatever, and that shouldn't be a determining factor to why you shouldn't continue a relationship, because that would also seem quite fickle. Because come on, like, there are other things to look out for. So sex is a big factor, but there are other factors too. So let's consider all those things.
Yeah,
And
funny things.
I think enough of the body. A lot of the times, the whole body count.
But you know what?
in a
So going back
relationship.
to what you've just said, I think that's quite crucial. When I think when women is asked the man and the man is asked the women, I feel like the ladies will, if the lady's body count is 50, she would say 10.
and the men just multiply it.
And then, the women are reducing it, the men are
divide by
multiplying
5.
it. Makes
So
no
like
sense.
by that nature and by that value, we're happy with whatever the women says because they always bring it down. Yeah, but
He said
the
bring
women are
it
never happy with
down.
what we say because men are like 200, 300, 400. Even if
No,
it's
but
not true.
300 is disgusting. Sorry.
It's a lot.
200 is a lot. Like, are we even
For
going
me,
to
it's a
discuss
lot.
that?
Disgusting.
But these guys are here like Johnny Bravo.
But
so-
if he's healthy,
No, so I'll be 301.
I don't mind.
So
As long
the
as, you
question
know, you
was-
give that experience to me, yeah, cool.
No, forget about next. See, babe, trust me, 301.
No, why should
has
it?
tried everything.
Why should it change a thing between you and somebody?
But you know what?
Like, I don't understand.
But you know what, ladies? Do you?
I really don't
Do you
understand.
think that a lot of ladies? Because this topic, I'm even quite surprised that the ladies are actually adding to it in terms of what they what if they'll ask a man the same question? A lot of ladies actually
really
do
ask.
not ask men those questions.
It's true.
I think the men get a freeway.
Yeah, I never asked.
Women are the ones who don't answer the question in the first place.
No.
Women ask.
No, do you know why we don't ask?
Men ask more, but
No,
sometimes men too don't
so-
really ask. We
don't ask.
Okay, this issue
Because we don't want to be asked.
because we don't want to.
Finish.
Okay, so my thing is, to me personally, I wouldn't ask because I assume that as a man, obviously you're
You're gonna
sexually
sleep
active.
with a lot of people.
I mean, by the way the man will tantalize you in the situation, you can tell if
If he's a bad man.
yeah, you can tell if he wants to get in the bedroom very
If you
quickly.
don't get any idea, cry.
Yeah.
Now and then, share, internet. But then, if you do somewhere, then you know that okay, this guy has experience, and that be when the women, hey, your body
Okay,
count,
but I want to ask a question though. So, even if a man meets a woman, the lady doesn't have a high body count, and she just doesn't want to tolerate such questions, and then she goes like, "No, I don't want to." Will it affect? The man? I feel like the man automatically
assume that she has a high body count. That's why she
I suppose
doesn't
in
want
that
to talk about
particular
it.
scenario, it depends on the way the interaction went.
Okay.
If the interaction went somewhere, and like the guy's like, "Hey, what thing they do?" Like she know they perform cry. Then the guy wouldn't even ask because the guy knows that. Like she didn't try.
Wait, performance before people just meet you on the first and second day, and they ask you these questions.
These are like first.
You don't
these
do
are
things
first
with them.
No.
These are
Me, I
really
mean, personally, these questions have like developed over a period of encounters. It's never been like on the first. Oh, how far? Over a period of interactions, then the question has been posed, as it were. But I feel like men, we don't ask. Like
I don't think men-
we're
exactly.
not
Men
the
don't
first
really
people
ask.
to ask because men, we don't need to ask. We just see how the performance was, and we know.
Okay, so I like that.
I think that's not a great way of because
Yeah, but people learn.
Okay,
someone
okay.
can watch videos.
Yeah, you can learn.
If this is what you're saying.
like I'm not a virgin. Obviously, I have a child, so I'm not a virgin. But it doesn't mean I'm great in
not
bed.
disclosing
It doesn't mean
that.
I'm great in bed, or it doesn't mean I'm not great in bed. But for me, I am adventurous.
Okay.
But I wouldn't say that a girl's body count will really determine if she's good. Because sometimes you could just be inactive on your back. It doesn't mean that you're good in bed. It just means it just means that you let a lot of guys come
The
through.
body count doesn't determine if you're good or not because they give us a fake body count anyway. So
You know what? He just literally said it. He literally said it. Let's be real here. Most girls just lie about the body count.
yeah, my body count's 472.
No
one's ever said that.
It could be like 10 people.
Like a girl could be good in bed, but could be a good girl.
Yeah.
It's like personality.
Yes, thank you.
Like, does she like to have fun in the
Thank
bedroom?
you.
It's
And
not how
most
many people she
importantly,
slept
does
with.
she like you?
Yeah.
I think that's
Because when a girl likes you, you're
gonna-
you'll be sweet like Papa.
Wow.
Oh my god. It's true because when a woman really likes you, she would want to please you. So,
Yeah.
so you're going to bring that,
Exactly.
that side
you
out.
bring that
and then she
A-game.
might not necessarily be like a bad girl.
No, but she's a
Everybody
bad girl
wants to-
for you. Hey.
See,
that one.
with men, it's intuition. Like we
Oh.
know what the body count is from the interaction. We don't need to ask.
Really?
But the ladies,
heard.
Okay, let's-
So the ladies will typically ask about body count after a good session. Hey, your body count.
For real?
Yeah.
For real.
I
don't really.
7. No, you didn't lie. Yeah, you're lying. That's typically when it kind of unravels, and then that's when problems happen because they know someone's lying. Someone's lying.
I think for guys, they better with how many people they have sex with because of their
Women
stroke
downplay
game.
it 100%.
Like, but women, we don't have to necessarily be good in bed to have a lot of men sleep with us. But men need to have their stroke game.
Okay, so I have a question then. So,
Wow.
three ladies here.
I'm learning things.
When
here.
you've been asked about your body count, have you increased or decreased?
Yeah, I've said it. I've said.
What, Pepper, like on the level?
But whatever
I've
you
never
do with
been
that information,
asked.
what
What
you
number
want
did
to
you
do?
give?
Come again.
What number did you give?
What number did I
Yeah.
give? That is none of your business. That is none of your business.
Well, in terms, are you asking me to tell you my body count? And
Well, I'm just wondering, what number did you give to anyone that's asked you?
honestly, I've not had anyone ask me that, so I don't know. I feel like it's
I
a
have
weird.
been
Yeah,
asked.
I haven't been asked that. Yeah, I haven't been asked
This
that.
is weird. This is very awkward.
I haven't been asked that. Like, no, I haven't.
Wow.
He has that suspicious. Look at the look on
The
his
last
face.
lick is gonna make
That is
me.
not good. Look
The
at the
last-
look on his face.
The last lick is gonna make me say things I shouldn't say.
Why I haven't
Honestly,
been
I don't
asked?
think.
Just be
Honestly,
honest.
you see what I said earlier? That it might not necessarily be, but you know what it to share.
Yes,
it's
uh-huh.
exactly
So,
what
yeah.
he's doing right now.
You know what he
exactly what he's doing right now.
Honestly,
Typically,
it's like
the way
it's
she
so
reacted
free.
is the way women will react in this situation.
What the? Oh my
This is
god!
exhibit
Look, exhibit
A.
of what exactly?
I didn't know.
No,
Like,
I said
what?
I said I've not had
said
that
she hasn't been
encounter.
asked.
I said I haven't had that encounter. I don't think I said something
They said
bad.
a virgin.
What?
Oh shit! Oh,
No, that's
come
not.
on.
That's when you say that. You said has someone asked me?
She's not saying she is or
You
she
can't ask
isn't.
me
She's
if
saying
I'm-
that
that's
she
very
hasn't
personal
experienced.
information.
Thank you. She's saying that
And
she
a
hasn't
lady
been
never
asked.
tells, and I'm not gonna say that. And if somebody thinks yes or no, that's on them.
You've never been asked this question. in your
Oh
entire
my
life.
god, guys!
Pardon?
You've never been asked about body count.
Okay, so let me remember. No, like honestly, I'm being so real, and I don't know what's funny, but seriously, no.
I
Can't even make eye contact.
Look at me. Let's make that eye contact. No,
No, so no one's ever asked
No, guys.
no.
That's wild.
This is not
But
today.
the thing is, I can relate with you.
And
This
that
is
doesn't
not
mean
it.
that. And that doesn't mean anything.
Do you know why I
going
can
in a
relate that?
different way.
Do you know why I can relate that?
And that doesn't mean any. What does that mean?
You see, this is what I hate.
It's
and you
it's
know
the
what?
count of the bodies.
But you know what? Yeah.
No, this is what I
I
hate.
like what you're saying, and I like what you're
Thank you.
doing
I
right now
appreciate
because it just shows like back
What
to
I
what
said.
Precious
Thank
said.
you. That is
It's
what I
just-
said.
and it's
Exactly
just
what I
like
said.
if
That is
I
what he's
said-
doing
and
here
it's
right
just
now.
Like if sometimes people just have like perceptions.
Yeah.
So I can literally be,
And then he'll
whatever,
believe
be
what
so
he wants to
innocent, and
believe.
somebody will think whatever. So that's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, sometimes you can't help it. Like what I said, I've said the truth.
But you didn't say anything, so what's the truth?
She said
The
she
truth
hasn't
was,
been
you asked me a
asked.
question. You
Who,
said,
what did you ask?
Jason, you said, this is what you said. You said, have you ever been asked
Okay,
for
fine.
body count? And I said,
Yeah.
no.
She said
So you
no.
never
Remember,
But
no,
he
not
just
that I remember.
assumed. Like she
He
didn't
just
say yes
assumed.
or no. She didn't say she hasn't had sex. She didn't
But
say
you
she
know-
doesn't
And then
have
he
partners.
asked,
You said so. Are you a virgin?
honestly,
How does that even make
Okay,
sense?
fine. Then I'll give you that.
Oh no! Don't do that,
grace.
Jason.
you need
Don't
to give
do
me that.
that.
Can you please give me that grace? Thank you
No,
very
no, I've
much.
given
Can you
grace
please give me
anyway,
that
so,
grace? Thank you.
yeah, my apologies.
Cheers.
I
You've never
think
been asked. No, no. Yeah.
I think
Indeed, cheers.
I can relate with you,
You can,
because
right?
I've never been an active dater. My first boyfriend was like 23. I've come from a very strict Christian home.
Okay.
I broke my virginity in my. I have a lot of whatever
Oh
this
my God,
drink
you have
is.
too much.
I've been drinking.
You broke what?
The drink is drinking.
Like
me back.
in my like mid-20s, I was a good girl.
So what?
Like
a few weeks ago.
so, like you know,
Jason,
a woman
this
can
attitude, please. No.
a woman can be
Drop this
misconstrued.
attitude.
I think a woman can be misconstrued based on how she looks, but she can be the goodest girl.
That's true.
I'm a good girl.
That's true.
Like I didn't have
Goody.
boyfriends. Like no, honestly, like they're
Honestly,
like
I totally second you.
like
Like,
nobody
like,
has ever nobody has ever asked me the question. I feel like in Ghana where I
What, you
have
talking-
where I
you need to
have
bring him
I
some
have
water, you're
tattoos.
Yeah, I'm listening.
I have a child. They can think, oh, this bad girl. Bruv,
Yeah.
I was praying and fasting at 18. What are you talking about, bad girl?
Yeah.
It's just about decisions at the time that you made and the outcomes and decisions that I chose to make. So I think a lot of girls can be judged on their appearance, but is more than that. It's about just the decisions you make in life. So I think it's very cultural, but I've never been asked that because my first kiss was at 23.
Okay.
Yeah, I was a good girl. What are you talking about? I wanted to save my virginity for my husband,
Wait,
but it
so-
took too long.
I mean, so you've never been asked. You've never been asked. Have you been asked?
I have been asked, but
And-
someone I was seeing.
Okay, and when you did you give an honest answer?
Yes, I did.
And what was his?
She actually asked when and where. I
Yeah.
gave. Oh,
Was this before operations or after?
It was before.
Before operations. Okay. And so when you found out that figure, what was his, his language and his reaction?
Oh, so he's a mature man, so he understood that he wasn't in my
So
past
he was like
life.
an uncle. So he was like,
Like an uncle.
What do you mean by
Okay,
that?
when you say mature man, are you talking
Mature.
60?
She's talking. She's
No,
talking
no,
about
you didn't get it.
mentally.
Oh my God! You see what
Talking
Jason
men-
is
No,
doing?
no, 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 no,
He didn't wait for me to finish what I was saying.
Yeah, he's
You
sucking
didn't
men.
wait.
She's
No,
sucking
no, no, no,
mentally.
no. I got the same thing.
Not sugar daddy.
no.
No, but I knew she was sucking
No,
mentally.
but that-
You didn't understand what I said. I'm saying because usually people,
people could be grown and they're
yeah,
still
like you
immature,
said,
so yeah.
you asked, what question did you ask me? Did he take it good or he took it
Yeah,
badly?
so when you told him your body count,
Yeah.
was his reaction? Was it okay? Did he could go with the flow, or was he like standoffish?
He was okay.
It was okay.
Yeah, he was okay.
And is that the
That's
same
he
guy you
dated for
dated?
2 years.
And
Oh,
so,
nice.
are you still with him now?
No, I'm not with
Okay,
him
cool.
now.
That's all.
Yeah.
I rest my case.
You arrest your case.
Look,
Who's
the
arresting?
point of it all, ladies.
Where are they sending you
ladies,
to?
never give the man the correct figure. Divide by 5, okay? Divide by 5 or 10. Whatever you have to do, because it doesn't matter at the end of the day.
Divide by
Number
5.
one,
But you said you never had to
number one, are you healthy? Number 2, are you ambitious? That's the most important
Do you
thing.
have a good personality?
Look, after he marries you, then you can be honest. But until then,
No, I don't
I don't
second to
second
that. I don't
to
think you
that.
should lie to someone.
I don't think you should lie to the
I don't
person. I
think
think
you
you
should
should be
lie to
honest
tell
with the
them.
person.
Be honest with them.
I'm confused.
And let them decide.
Let them,
I think
yeah,
so.
let them
I think
decide.
so.
Because
You should be honest
as
with
much
the
as
person.
no, I've never
everybody
had to
has.
So why divide by 5?
I wouldn't
if a guy was
appreciate
to
it if
ask
I'm
me,
being
I will
lied
never
to.
tell him the truth.
So you would divide by 5.
I will never divide by 5, but I'll wait until our relationship has grown.
No.
Whereby we
Well,
have
you're
that.
going to hurt the
So
person.
you wouldn't be
No.
honest.
No. Do you know what?
So you
okay.
would lie.
That means it will be
Okay,
it will
no,
be
no,
a
no.
foundation
Like I
of
said.
lies.
For example,
literally.
if a man I was getting to know asks me about my body count, I'll be more comfortable telling him 6 months down the line as opposed to 4 weeks down the line.
But
Because we have that bond.
But wait, can I ask
if
a
he
question?
asks you after 4 weeks, what would you say?
I will say, why does it matter?
But do you think that?
And what if
as you
he
said
insisted
right
on a
now-
figure?
And I will ask him, why do you want to know? Why is it important to you? Even though my body count is even good.
That's what I'm saying. And
Like,
So wait,
sometimes, can I ask something? Can I?
body count is
Can I
good.
say something? Can I say something?
That one is a lot though.
Can I say something? Do you?
Body count is
Can I?
low.
Can I say something? Can I say
It's not
something?
even 2 figure.
Guys,
So my question is directed to
Good. It's not
Jason.
even 2 figure good.
So my question is directed to Jason.
Yeah, so for me, I have no problem
Oh my
with telling the
God.
guy.
You see,
But why do you want
see,
to know?
Jason
So
is
you know what?
Is how you see. Jason
wanna
is
ask
the clear
Jason this
representation of how men act. When you tell them these things, see,
And I
he's
want to
just-
ask Jason something. I want to ask Jason this.
Yes, I'm here.
I like what you just said. So practically, is a man? Are you saying that the minute a girl, man code, the minute a girl hesitates to tell you about her body count, that means that it could be like
No,
what
no,
she said.
no. The thing is, men, we're
because
like-
maybe it's very personal.
So in our DNA, I think men, we're very quick to understand who we're talking to. You know, it's like we're born psychologists. So as soon as the lady deviates, hesitates, like when I ask you, what's your body count? They're like, and you start looking around. You know, whatever coming in your mouth is a lie.
First of all, why must you know the body count,
That's what I'm
Jason?
saying.
Why?
The thing is, I've never asked myself, but in a situation where I'm not,
Oh my God! You see the question.
Exactly.
You see what you said. Men always ask things they are not like.
So-
what, you don't even know what you're asking.
But the thing is,
what are you?
I don't
What's the
ask.
use of that?
What's the
information?
I feel like
What would you do with that
I feel like
data?
I've never asked myself, but I feel like if she was in a scenario where a man had asked her, the man would not believe what came out of her mouth because the eyes went everywhere. It was like 360. Like a
But
disco.
I didn't give any
Why?
bad
Because she's
response.
pretty?
No, because
No.
Why? Because
it's
Kathy,
not
because
because
she's
she's pretty.
pretty.
No, not
It's
because
And
of
she
that.
says she hasn't
No,
been asked,
it's
so
not because-
it is unbelievable.
But you
It's
know
not
what?
because
I
she's-
don't know why
Oh
this
my
is such a
God.
big deal because
Oh, no.
he didn't ask me what is my body count. He said, has someone asked me? So that's what you said. And I said, no, that wasn't, I don't think you asked me about that. And I just said no. So I don't know
You
why
said, I'm trying
that's
to show you.
supposed to be.
That is how deep
So,
it
but
is.
the thing
He
is,
didn't
when I
even
asked you the
ask
first
you.
time around,
He didn't even ask me.
It
Can you
was like-
imagine?
And then
It
he
was
doesn't
like-
even believe.
It was like hesitation, deviation, and a mind reconciliation. And I knew that whatever was going to come out would be no relation.
No, you know what? I get you, but I don't get you. Let me tell you why I don't get you. Because there's some questions sometimes you're like just taken aback when someone asks you certain questions. Yeah. The reason why I'm taken aback and I would hesitate to answer a question doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to give a wrong answer.
Okay.
It doesn't mean that.
I think you should start. No one is walking around thinking that someone is going to ask them what's their body count.
The thing is, I'm just being devil's advocate because, like I said, no one's asked
Like,
me.
I'm just saying.
Okay, I've been asked, but I haven't asked anyone.
Jason, what's your body count?
My body count?
Yeah.
I said it before. gentleman never tells.
Oh my God! Did you see what he just said?
A woman never tells you.
You hesitate, and I also said the lady just never tells.
I'm traditional. I'm old school.
You're old. It doesn't
Any
matter
man
if
that
you're old
tells, he's a
school.
fool.
Oh my God!
So with that being said, am I supposed to automatically think that
did you see him hesitate? Did you see the hesitation?
No, there was no hesitation.
There was. You were doing. I saw
I
it.
kept the channel at the right station.
There was a hesitation.
There was
but
hesitation.
There was hesitation.
There was a hesitation.
There
So
was
you see-
hesitation.
You see. Oh my God! You said you kept the channel at the right station. That was funny.
Devastation.
Boss.
By the time I
So you
finish
see, no one is really prepared to like
To answer that, whether you have good number or bad number, it's something.
Don't
It's just like when
say.
somebody asks you, even like, what's your house number or what's your bank, like something like bank account.
Yeah.
You're going to taken aback and hesitate and be like
If you answer that question, you're a fool.
Exactly. Like,
When
what's your bank
a
account
man
details?
answers, did you hear what he said? When a man answers the body count question,
He's a
he's a fool. So a woman is required
We didn't
to
say it.
answer.
We
The
didn't
thing
say
is, like I
it.
said, in
So
my
ladies,
position,
you have to
I've
learn
never
that.
asked, but I've been asked. So if I think it's improper countenance
Okay.
to ask, because I feel like that's it's not professional.
Yeah.
You know, why would you ask? Like, if
Thank you. Why
It's
did
not
you
professional.
ask?
What's professional
I
about
think
being in
at
a
the end of the
relationship?
day,
What's
at the end of the
professional about being in a
At the end
relationship?
of the day, first and
It's
foremost,
one-on-one.
am I in a relationship with
Polygamy,
you?
not polygamy. Professional. carry your relationship like work. Decorum integrity. You know, no dilly dally. No, just keep it normal. Keep
Straight.
it real. Straight. You know, one-on-one. You know, I don't want to hear nonsense.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Simple as that. So
Okay, let's move on, guys. Let's move on.
Okay.
If you have a question to ask me, because
But I feel like, guys,
I think I'm done asking you my questions on
So you rest
this
the case?
issue.
I feel like at the end of guys,
Yes, I rest my case.
guys, I think we can all agree. We can all agree that at the end of the day, what is important is knowing that the person that you're trying to talk to is healthy.
Thank you.
That is the most important
Simple.
thing.
That is it.
And honest.
And honest.
Yeah, true.
And honest
true.
about the fact that they don't want to tell you the body count. Finished.
That's like a double entendre. It's like a
Oh
double-edged
my
sword.
goodness, let's not my ugly laugh. Listen.
Back to
Let's move on, guys.
Okay,
Let's
yeah,
move on.
yeah,
Let's
yeah,
move
yeah.
on. So,
Yeah.
Okay, so next question. What is the most unintelligent lie a partner has ever said in a relationship? Oh my God.
I don't know. I can't answer
I'm
that.
not supposed to laugh this much, God. What is the most intelligent lie a partner has ever said in a relationship?
An intelligent lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like this will lead us back
I mean-
to the body count.
I have
An intelligent lie.
I have an answer.
I'll tell you. An
Feel
intelligent
it.
lie.
yeah.
A woman will be like, "Oh, I care about your health." Yeah, that's an unintelligent lie. And guess what? I'm gonna tell you why.
Tell us why. Tell us why.
So, say you're eating wache or jollof or fish and chips, and then you sprinkle salt on the food. Oh, you shouldn't eat salt; it's bad for your health. Don't do it. Stop.
And
Take
they'll
away
feed
the
you
salt.
salt?
No. So they take away the salt. The same person that I want to cook in the morning, shouting at you, screaming, but they don't realize both of these things bad for your heart.
Okay.
That's an unintelligent lie. If you cared about my heart, then you wouldn't be shouting because salt and shouting have the same effects. Cardiac arrest.
Okay.
Wow.
I like that.
Okay.
Okay.
That's new.
Yeah.
That is new. Okay.
Exactly,
Okay.
silence, because you're all guilty of this. Silence. No one can even answer.
No, not
Why are you
at all.
attacking us,
I'm not
Jason?
attacking, I'm just...
You are attacking
I'm
us.
not attacking, I'm relaying.
Raphael.
An unintelligent lie is really difficult. I've not really dated that many people.
Okay.
So I've not really been lied to a
So
lot.
you have no body count.
I mean, not everybody you sleep with you date.
I'm joking. There's no body count.
Somebody give me a hammer. So, like, an unintelligent lie. I was with this guy once. I had my own place. He had his own place. And he was like, oh, he needs to go to his house because his letters are going to come there. He has to go and see his letters and his doctor's appointments. I'm
Did
like,
you say he was old and he had to go to his house? I heard he was old.
no.
Okay. I was like, you have things in common.
No, he wasn't mature.
He wasn't
wasn't
mature. So the opposite. Hey.
No, not in that sense. But I just any guy that doesn't want to spend time with you is not interested in you or has somebody else he spends time with. So that to me was an unintelligent lie, because we could live at your house for 3 days a week and come to my house 4 days a week. We can check our letters. We can go to your doctor's appointment. The fact that you always want to be at your crib by yourself, it shows me that maybe someone's coming over. Yeah, sure. You want to do something, so I don't buy that. So for me, that was a very stupid, unintelligent, quasi-SM.
Okay. Can I also talk about
yours?
An unintelligent lie a partner ever said in a relationship? So, I think they're just too many, too many. And why I say they're too many is because, first and foremost, you could be in a relationship with somebody and at the beginning, the pace of the relationship is sweet. So he's probably sending you good morning text messages, and he's literally like all over you, texting you how you doing, love bombing. It's not even love bombing, but like he's showing a lot of interest in you.
Good man.
And he's asking about your day and all those things. Now, fast forward it to probably 6 months or a year or whatever, and all those things that used to happen have stopped. And you say, hey, like, babe, like, what's going on with you? And, like, is there a problem? Whatever it is. And, you know, the normal responses where it's like, I'm probably working on something or I have a lot going on. And that's an unintelligent lie, if you ask me. Because studies has shown, from what I've studied, is that if a man likes you or wants you in his life. See, let me just say this profound thing. A single day, I'm saying this, a single day wouldn't go by
without him talking
and a man wouldn't talk to you.
I agree.
Like, he wouldn't be able to live. Like, I've not spoken to my girlfriend. Like, how is that even possible? How can't I talk to, even if it's a word or saying, you know what, hey babe, how you doing? And this is something my brother literally told me. He said, and I've seen it happen. My brother's like he's okay, so I'm not about to say, but then obviously I've seen someone love a girl, whereas like talking to the person, there's not been a single day. If I brought the person on, there's not been a single day that he hasn't gone like forward where he hasn't spoken to his girl and been okay. Like, he tells me, and this is one of the things that he says. He says, look, if a man loves you or wants you in his life, he wouldn't go a day without not talking to you.
I think we shouldn't even just make this even just about men. Even women. If a woman also really likes you, she would want to hear from you.
We're not doing that.
Yeah, we would want to hear from him, but it'll be difficult for us to initiate conversation.
But it will be difficult to initiate. And two, because women are more of, in terms of you reciprocate a lot of times, right? You reciprocate, and a lot of times. I'm not saying you always have to sit down there and wait for your man to text you. No, I'm saying it's obviously you have to text sometimes. But all I'm saying is that from what I know and I've grown to understand, and it's going to be hard for anybody to change that. If I have a significant other and he goes a day without talking to me, I don't think I'm a significant other. Because there's 24 hours, you have 3 seconds to even say, how are you doing or something.
You know what? I think she stumbled upon a very valid point here. So, in my experience, when it comes to communication in relationships, you speak to a girl, on a daily basis. Hi, hello, you're texting. Then it'll be like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And then she'll send you something at like 3 o'clock. But then you don't respond to 7. Oh, where were you? I didn't hear from you. But the same person, the next day, will not respond to you until the evening. So the gap between her communication will be much more than yours. And then when you pull the lady up on why she didn't communicate, then it's like, oh, you can't ask me that because I had this, and that. So it's not the same as when you ghosted me for 2 minutes, So you're laughing, and that smile indicates that you know what I'm talking about. If a man ghosts a woman on communication for like 30 minutes, it's a problem. But the
woman is not busy enough.
You know what?
Honestly, before, and I even did a screenshot of like the communication times, and the woman was silent. And she just brought a new problem to the equation.
Okay, so I think that what you just said, Jason, is more. I just said communication where we haven't even
Heard from
texted
each
or
other the whole day.
heard from each other
It's
the
the same
whole
like
day.
I was saying, because it all goes back to ghosting.
I think that was different because I mean, with your own, you are
Some
staying
form
in
of
touch
touch.
and you're communicating with the person. I'm
Okay.
talking about the fact that this is someone that has said they love you, they are obsessed
Someone
with you.
that's trying to-
Let me tell you, when a guy's
I
obsessed
think
with
it
you, he's
still
gonna talk
applies.
to you every day.
It's
Like
still applies.
I bank on it. You can bank on it.
Let me
It's
tell you
still
this.
Trust me, we know how
You
it
can
feels.
bank on it.
I've
I've
experienced
experienced
both.
when a guy is in love with you, like he will text you every day. There's no day
There's-
that will
If
go
a
by
guy
where he wouldn't say
genuinely
anything.
likes you,
There was-
you know.
When they
There
start
was a
busy,
guy-
just know
Very
there's somebody
evident.
else.
There was a guy who I met at my sister's wedding, not like that. He was the organizer. I didn't even communicate with him to get to know him like that. This guy made a TikTok video about me and him. He got my pictures and he screenshotted them and he put pictures of him and me on his TikTok saying, "I love you."
Hey.
And he wants me to meet
That's not the same thing.
He wants
that's just
like
that's like Joe Netflix.
no, but
it's
like
like Epstein. We don't
no,
talk
okay,
about that.
okay.
Oh really?
No, for that obviously that's a bit crazy. I had
it's
to
not
like
like
block him and that.
That's
But
weird.
But that is crazy. That is like dangerous. Like
That's-
I was a
I'll
bit
call the
concerned.
police.
Yeah, my friends messaged me like, "Oh, are you okay?" Like, do you want to report that? Nelly did.
Report it.
But the thing is, yeah, girls, we know when a guy is interested in us,
Yeah.
and we know when a guy is serious about us,
Yeah.
and we just watch.
Yeah.
You
Watch
just
the
watch.
action.
You just
Honestly,
watch
because
one
you
eye.
really do.
Do you know what?
One-eyed girl.
Because there's always a
watching
guy
you.
that's willing to do what you need him to do,
Yeah.
and that's all.
Yeah, you would honestly. For sure.
But we don't watch-
I want to
Yeah,
hear your take on it
founded.
too. I want to hear your take.
Honestly, I don't.
Any
Listen to all the-
unintelligent thing
I don't.
that
I
a
don't
guy
remember.
has.
Like, I don't remember. I was actually thinking about it, but I don't remember. I think I'll pass on this because I don't remember.
Okay.
Maybe when I remember something, I'll chip it in. But right now, yeah. Would you want to?
Yeah. So
Jason, what is your problem? Oh my god.
I just said, it's okay.
what is your problem?
No, actually, I'm actually serious. I don't remember.
You don't remember?
I'll probably maybe I'll just say when
that
a
means
guy
it's not happened.
tells
if
you
it had pained you, wow, then you yeah. But it didn't happen.
But maybe because I don't take matters to heart. I would allow what someone is doing hurt me for my chest to pain.
Yeah,
me.
or
Okay.
the whole I'm busy.
Yeah, I was about to say maybe what someone would say is they are busy, right?
Yeah, when they're
not
busy,
and
they're not
texting.
busy.
No guy is busy.
No guy's busy for the girl.
For the
he
girl they
wants.
like.
That's
That
the
is
most
true.
unintelligent
Yeah.
thing. True. Thank you very much. High five.
You see,
High five.
you see.
Nonsense.
Even if he's busy,
Even if he's busy, he's gonna chip in a text and say, "Hey, I'm thinking
Oh,
about
hey babes,
you."
I'm busy.
But
Yeah,
the
like
thing
that.
is, so what about last week? We had internet problems, and I'm pretty sure a lot of
Come to my house.
a lot of women thought the men were making this up.
So
we had internet
so with
problems
the
in the country.
internet problems,
Yeah.
you know what you can do?
Oh, here we go.
You could make a call. You could. I think calls were
Yeah,
coming
make a
through.
call.
So now this is the best
Calls
time
are
to
coming through
bond
for
vibes.
people who are in relationships.
People with money, the calls are coming through. But if you're doing Wi-Fi call, it's not going through.
Oh my god.
Okay, so
I mean, just find a way
that's
to get to
between
my
you and the
house.
person discussing what's going
So
on.
just find a way to. Okay, wait. You know what? Just find a way to get to your house. So as a man, that's this is deemed in different lights. If a man just rocks up at your house, would you be happy?
I don't mind.
You don't mind.
You
Some
don't
women
mind,
will call
okay,
the police.
I mean, if this is a man that I want to
Some
see,
women will call the police if a man just turned up at a house. Oh, hi, hello. I couldn't get through to you on the phone. So here I am. Hi.
we'll have
That's next level.
we'll
That's-
have a discussion at the
that's R.
gate.
Kelly.
Yeah,
That's
but
R.
but
Kelly
guys-
behavior. You don't want that.
I mean, it depends on who does that though.
Yeah.
exactly. So
It depends
So-
on who
It
does
depends.
that. Yeah.
But have you seen this? This is this madness. So the man should just turn up.
It's madness.
Why
And
not?
depending on which man turns up, it's the police or it's love. That's why.
No, but you would know if I want to see you. Like
Yeah,
a guy
that's what
that
I'm saying. It
I
depends.
don't encourage a guy that I don't
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
Someone that you
I
really
wouldn't
like
encourage.
shows up like
you'd be happy to
you'd
see
be
the
happy to see
person.
the
Like,
person.
hey!
They don't call you. They just. I mean, it's not a good. I don't know. how to
It's
say
the
it,
man,
but
it's
they're
the man's
good enough.
psychic. Does
Well,
the man know
it's-
if he's
it's-
liked or not? He doesn't know.
Yeah,
No,
you
that's
don't.
not
I
what
think
you've
a man knows if
established.
he's like-
No, it's
Yeah.
not
established
established.
the
Over
communication is good
time, you
and
will see.
you would want to ask, how do you feel about me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
People
not
like
children.
that, but then again-
so say
So-
me and you
so
were
guys-
talking, me and you were talking,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden, someone dropped an anchor on the cable in the
Dropped
water.
what?
Dropped an anchor
Okay.
on the internet cable in the water, like last week. So I just turned up to your house. What would you do?
We just started talking.
Yeah, and I just turned up to your house.
That's
What would you
great.
do?
Yeah, so.
I mean, I'll ask you our money.
See, thank you.
Okay, guys. So let's go to the last question.
Okay.
And this is the last question. So the last question is: would you support an artist with the
date or support?
No. Okay. So the
question is that would you support an artist that is upcoming if he blows in terms of you're dating someone and the artist is upcoming? Would you support him?
Kathy, let me.
Okay, yeah.
Let me rephrase the question, Jason.
Can you change
With
it?
the aim.
Let me
With the
rephrase
aim.
question. So the actual question is, this is a general question. Would you be with someone or support someone that, is at the early stage of their life? Excuse me, quote unquote, they're broke.
Yeah.
Would you be with someone like that with the aim of
Well, if it's the main
hoping
chick,
that
yeah. If it's a side chick, no chance.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
Oh, so
Why?
you say
Do you wanna go there?
I mean,
Why? Why?
no, if it's so that was just banter. But if it's a lady that you like and you value and you actually see a long-term future with, then I would support her no matter what.
Okay.
But if it was not for me personally, but if it was a man and the man did not really like the babe he was with and it was just a casual, layover, then you wouldn't really do much to support that person. That's what I've heard.
Wow, I
I've
love
heard.
that perspective.
They
honestly.
wouldn't do much to support.
Okay,
Because
so
the future is not bright.
It was it would be send me MTN credit network problem. Sorry.
but Jason, you know what? I honestly want you to talk more about this
Tell me.
because you're saying that for you in terms of male perspective, you do not mind.
No, if it's like I said, if it's a partner that I'm invested in and I see a long-term future with,
Okay.
I would 100% support the endeavor.
Yeah.
Support her, actions or whatever she needed.
Okay.
It doesn't even have to be the profession that was mentioned. It could be whatever profession or
And
career.
she's
Jason,
starting.
Sorry to interrupt you. What usually influences this decision? Like you've seen a long term.
So men know when the lady that they
How?
is the one.
How?
You just know. It's like
You
there's-
just
there's
know.
Is it? Do you get a voice in your head that this is the one?
This is the one. And have you ever been wrong by this is the one?
Yeah.
So what have you done about that? I'm wrong. This is the one. What have you done about that?
Well, you cut and move on, don't you?
But how do you know when? Okay, I thought this is the one, but now this is not.
Because anyone can be wrong.
When BS starts to occur.
But what's the
BS?
assurance that BS won't occur in the other one? Like I don't
Well, you don't know
understand.
that.
BS occurs in everyone.
BS is in everybody.
BS
Are you ready
everywhere.
to stick with the
Yeah,
BS?
No one is perfect,
You just don't like the girl enough to deal with the BS. That's all.
That's wild. So
Exactly.
the thing is,
Believe
but we're not
it.
psychic, so you don't know the BS has occurred
Yeah.
until it's occurred. So we're dealing with the present and now, and as long as the present and now and the past has been okie dokie, you're fine. But as soon as something happens that you're like, actually, if this keeps on repeating itself,
Okay.
I can't deal.
Keeps
Then
on
you start
repeating
to
like
lose-
a pattern.
He just
You start to
exonerated
lose
himself,
the
literally.
investment.
You just exonerated yourself when you said
It keeps
when it
happening
becomes
and
a
happening.
pattern. Because
Yeah.
if you had just said when it just happened once, then that's it. Then
The
that's
thing
not.
is-
That's
no,
not.
but if it just happened once, that's harsh love. So I mean, we're not all perfect. as people.
Yeah. Thank you.
How
do I keep saying thank you?
We make
So
mistakes.
if someone makes
Yeah.
a mistake once, come on, you're gonna give them some grace. And leeway.
You have to. You
Like,
have
you can't
to.
just be like, strike one out.
Yeah.
So
You don't like the person then.
No, you
Exactly.
don't like the person, you just allow them to rectify the transgressions, as it were. And if the rectification process is erroneous, then it's on to the next one.
Okay.
Savage.
DJ Khaled, another one.
There's this question I've been meaning to ask Jason.
Okay, yeah. ask him.
Do you think men settle? Men or women? Who do you think settles the most?
Women.
I know men are going to hate me for saying this, but women tend to settle, especially after the intimacy stage.
Thank you. I heard it someone that men rather.
No, I don't think men
If he's
settle
a
a
better
lot.
male and not alpha, yeah, he will.
What do you mean?
Yeah, better males, they'll take what they can get. They'll settle.
You can get.
Yeah, they'll settle. But women tend to settle after.
After when?
Well, after
After
certain
intimacy.
relations have been had.
Okay.
Yeah.
But men, we tend to grow distant after that. Tend to, but that's what I've heard from other men.
Always.
Always other men and not you, Jason. Always other men.
Okay.
If you chat groups, what's up? So,
okay, but you know, Lapel, I didn't hear your take on the last question.
Yeah.
I want to know. Like, would you support?
Would you be
like,
with someone
who's not upcoming in terms of career?
At this age,
any age,
even the energy alone. But
okay,
you know what, I'm gonna let you do it.
If it's something, okay, so okay, if I really like the guy, if it's music, I mean, I want to be with someone who is stable and financially good, sound. Someone who is able to make calculated decisions. Okay. So if you want to pursue music, but you can pay your bills, you can pay your rent, or you've bought a house, or you've invested, and I like you, and I believe in you, I would stick by you. Okay. Because nobody knows anybody's tomorrow, because at the end of the day, I'm not looking for someone to pay my bills. I can pay my own bills. I don't need anyone. I don't get in a relationship for financial support. There's too many options out here to get in a whole committed. How is it contradictory?
Because you need someone that's
you say you need?
No. Okay, let me just say this because no.
Oh my God.
No, wait. Let me say, if we're gonna get married, then yeah, we have to both plan ahead of time. We need to be capable of being a married couple. Like, we have to be financially there to do the basics. When I marry a man, I want to live in his house. I don't want to feel like he has to live in my house.
So you're still looking for a financially capable man.
You don't want him to pay the bills, but he's going to be paying rental or mortgage bill.
No,
so
okay.
That means you do want him to pay the mortgage bill.
Okay, so if I'm in a relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, I don't expect you to pay my bills. Oh, okay. I can support you. Now, when we get to marriage, we need to break down, okay, where are we going to live? Okay. I respect a man if he can provide certain things, a shelter. Give me a shelter because
What box is a shelter?
A shelter that has electricity running through it. Okay. So
it has what?
Generator.
It has
what?
I will just say this. I need to see signs that you are hardworking and that you have been making wins. Okay. Because outside, a lot of people, they love potential. It's very dangerous. I just don't want to see. I don't want to see potential again. I'm tired of potential.
Oh my God. Why would you do that? Like, I would literally come to ask you, does that mean that you settle for a guy that has potential?
Never.
We like that answer.
Me too, I have potential to be Beyonce. Would I be Beyonce? No. We all have potential. But what is the reality?
Oh my God.
I'm tired.
Yeah, so am I seeing something? Life is hard though. In this economy in Ghana, first of all, I have to like you as a person. Like, I just have to like you. Like, me and you, we can talk, can smoke shisha. We can vibes. That's number one. It's the most important thing. Do I like you as a person? Can I spend time with you? Can I stand you and your mannerisms and your behaviors? Once I love that about you, once I know that you're hardworking, and once I know that you have a brain, that you can even teach me things.
So basically, you've got a checklist. It's like 20.
Look, let me tell you
and
this.
Then when it's like 19 out of 20.
I will support a guy who is showing me signs that he's going forward. Yeah. But if you are talking and you are not showing me any signs or there's no trace that you are moving forward, I know you're just talking and not even doing anything. Yeah. I cannot.
Okay.
Because I need to respect you.
That's fair.
And for me,
what about you, Precious?
For me to respect you, I need to
she
learn
said
from
something
you.
that I really like. She said she wants a man that like can lead. Yeah. Honestly, I'm going to say something that might sound some way. I don't date down. I also like to go for people that I feel like they're ahead of me.
Someone that
they can
elevates
teach
you.
me stuff because at the end of the day, men teach. Men are supposed to guide. Yeah, so I want to be groomed by a guy. I don't want to
be the one that
to do the grooming. Doesn't know their left and right. I'm not saying there's something wrong with that, but honestly, I wouldn't.
Crazy.
I mean, maybe not groomed.
No, what you're thinking.
That's not what she's saying.
I wish Jeffrey was here.
Okay. Oh my God. Okay, wrong choice of word.
God.
Wrong choice of word. I like to be
You
taught.
need someone to lead.
Yeah,
like someone that will lead you.
Someone who can make you a better woman. Someone that can put you on.
And I think that's not a bad thing to look
put me on
to
things, show me stuff.
And
exactly.
And I don't
think that's a bad thing.
But the same, a man has to learn from you in ways as well. Yeah. As a woman, you both have to bring that to the table to keep both of you engaged and excited about each other.
Okay. So I like what you just said, but before we wrap up, You just said something. You said a man has to learn something from you. I'm going to give it to the man of the house, literally. I'm going to ask Jason.
Yes.
What do you think that you could learn from your partner? It's like a female. What do you look out for to learn from a woman? Is she right?
No, I feel like we can learn from women as men. We can learn to have empathy.
I like that.
Empathy.
Yeah, empathy. Yeah.
I feel like our
profound.
The fairer sex, they are very good when it comes to this matter and situation. And I feel like we could, as men, learn from that, and it might bolster ourselves as as men. I'd also feel we can learn a bit in terms of TLC as well, and just showing a bit of peace and tranquility and gentleness in day to day. I also feel like we can learn a lot in the kitchen. No, I'm just joking.
You can actually
learn. That's not a bad thing.
Like for me,
chef it up a bit.
My dad can cook better than me. I love my dad's food. Whenever I go to his house, he always says, "There's food for you. I've cooked." So for me, as a woman who my dad cooks for me, is a way of him showing love. I don't necessarily think that a woman is the best cook. My dad, I want to learn his ingredients, his recipes.
Are the best cook.
So I feel like depending on your upbringing, there's different things that you expect from the opposite sex.
True. I like what you just said.
Oh, I love this conversation. I wish we could go on and go on.
I know.
We need to continue.
Exactly.
Guys, this is new, but I'd like us to do it anyway. Jason.
Yes.
Lapel. Before we go, do you have any quick, brief last words for our young people out there? Kathy, sorry. Our young people out there, any last words?
I'm an honourable gentleman in old school, so I'll let the ladies go first.
Hey, you're this guy.
The floor's over to you. But I'm happy to go first.
So what would I want to tell young ladies? Is that what you're asking me?
Young people in general?
Young people in general. People younger than you.
So I would just love to say that...
body count doesn't matter.
No, honestly, I think you should. I would love to say that most importantly, whatever you want to do, don't when you want to do something, don't be too judgmental on yourself in terms of what others would think about you, and go for what you genuinely want to do and kick ass, be fearless in it, do it. Rather than thinking, what if I don't succeed or what if I succeed? Because you could succeed. So I'm always about giving motivation and inspiration. Always look for the good in something. Rather than looking for the negative in something. And that's something that I carry along with me. So it's not bad to share that. Hope you love it.
Ooh, they do. They do.
Thank you.
Do you have any last words?
What I would say is that you're not old. Stop saying I'm 20, I'm 25, I'm old, I cannot start again. Let me tell you, if you want to become a doctor at 25, you can become a doctor. You can recreate your life at any age. Don't let age.
When are you two talking about mature people?
No, we will. Today is for the young people. Thank you, Jason. Thank you, Jason.
Even if you are mature and you're 50 and you want to go into law, you can still go to law past pupillage and become a lawyer. Age does not define your accomplishments. Number 2, work on a skill. A skill will save you. Work on something you can do with your hands or your brains. Invest in a skill. Invest in learning new things. Because that would really save you. And think like an entrepreneur. Don't rely on getting a job. Rely on creating jobs and making money with your skill set. So look at different skills you can learn and keep on revamping it. That's what I would say.
That's nice. Okay. I like that.
So, do I get to?
Of course you get to. Tell us. Tell us what you think.
You've said everything. Jason, even I didn't really hear you say...
No, because ladies first.
Okay, so the ladies have said everything. I believe you can achieve anything in life through Christ who strengthens you, through Allah who strengthens you, through anything that you believe who strengthens you. So basically.
Sweet.
Jason.
So I think in work, in relationships, in life, the most important thing is communication.
Yeah.
I think if people were to communicate more in the workplace, there'd be less issues. There'd people were to communicate more in a relationship and not hide feelings or hide challenges or hide issues, I think people would go far in relationships and work. So it would alleviate nonsense problems such as you don't text me, or you didn't say this, or we didn't want to do that. So communication is paramount and key.
Okay.
If you're with a partner, communicate with them effectively. Yeah. Communicate with them day to day. If you're at work, communicate with your colleagues, your peers, people. Don't hide and don't shy away. Because as soon as you do that, that's when problems start to creep in, and you don't tend to tell people, how it is, and you tend to harbour stuff.
Resentment.
So just communicate all the time. Communicate with your mum, your dad, your brothers, sisters.
Anyone you care about.
Anyone you care about. You keep communicating. The minute you stop communicating, problems setting. Right. If you were to communicate effectively about a body count, there'll be no problem. You understand?
Okay, Jason.
We're not gonna go there.
Okay, Jason. Thank you very much. Yes, it was nice having you on the last leg.
Thank you.
I know Jason wants to talk for the whole day.
Good.
I think he's good.
The system has been alleviated. I'm unencumbered.
Oh my gosh. Guys, if you enjoyed this, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. And then see you in the next episode. Bye.
Godspeed.
Bye, guys.